We're in a studio space called Blank Page Studio. It's a multidisciplinary creative hub that's basically designed to be a meeting place, something that is sort of undefined, sort of a place where ideas start, and the access to space in Kensington is somewhat restrictive. It's an expensive place to find a home, and as we continue to kind of see development in what we're losing is those community spaces. Those aren't really being replaced as fast as they're being displaced, and the opportunity to be in here, doing some kind of artistic practice seemed like it came with a bit of a responsibility to help support some community development as well. And so, yeah, there's 3 nights a week of programming, and then it's open for special events and rentals as well for the evenings. And what we're trying to kind of do within this studio now is sort of forward, not the evolution of art, but like the way that art integrates into society. So we're trying to kind of like use a local economy model to kind of like sustain creative practice and to sustain other artistic development and creative development as well.
When I graduated from nursing, I wanted to do some volunteering abroad before I started working in Calgary. So I traveled to a place where I have family roots, Zanzibar, which is a small island off the east coast of Africa. And I went there and I volunteered in maternity, and I also worked at an orphanage there. It just inspired an idea to help connect other volunteers, whether they're in healthcare or have other backgrounds, to help them get over to another part of the world and give back. Dhalla Foundation connects experienced volunteers with community partners, both in Zanzibar and in Calgary. In Zanzibar, we work with a hospital, we work with an orphanage, and we work with a school. In Calgary, the Dhalla Foundation is working with the Children's Cottage Society to enhance their current programming for families. Several from the nursing faculty have actually joined me in Zanzibar, and several of them have also continued working with the foundation on the operations even though they've been and come back. The management skills and leadership that I bring to the Dhalla Foundation, I give 100% credit to my nursing degree, because all the extra classes that were offered and all the mentorship that you get in the program through nursing students and through the faculty, I feel like I was really well prepared to be a leader in my faculty.
While at the University of Calgary, Jane Alkhour was a student leader, writer for The Gauntlet, and a member of numerous clubs. The leadership she displayed during her time here has blossomed into a successful career federal public servant with Global Affairs Canada. Jane is unable to join us tonight, as she's currently posted to the High Commission of Canada to Pakistan in the Foreign Policy and Diplomacy Service section. She has also held similar roles working in Kandahar and Lebanon during the 2016 resettlement of Syrian refugees. When back in Ottawa, Jane volunteers with the Famous Five Committee, promoting the role of women as nation builders, and the Harmony House Women's Shelter.
Public archaeology program, I have worked with variants of right from the beginning, bringing in members of the public to work with us in the field, and I think equally importantly in the lab. It would seem unnatural to me not to do that now. Right now we're working at the Clooney Fortified Village, which is the only known pre-contact First Nations fortified village on the Canadian Plains, and it's also located on the Siksika Nation. We were invited to go out there and work with them. In that way, this project is unique, where we were approached. I like to think it's because of the reputation University of Calgary archaeologists have developed in the Indigenous communities. And we're now developing an Indigenous youth program to bring those youth from the schools into our work as well. We're going out to work with Siksika High School to try to put that together this fall. Ideally, we'll work with them in the classroom, and interested students will come out in the field and excavate with us during our field school.
Imagining has an amazing genesis story, which some people have heard, and I don't want to necessarily, take up the time with that. But the short version is, I got myself invited to Richard Branson has a leadership gathering on his private island, and it was just a deeply inspiring. He's an amazing, extraordinary human being that is sharing this message that we can do business for good. I knew I needed to do something more in the world to make a difference, to bring this same concept into my industry, to make my industry a better force for good than what it is right now, that we can absolutely have a company that values planet, people, and profit. And so why wouldn't I want to at least make the attempt to influence and make an industry that is so influential be that much more positive? You know, I have this charity event every year where I go for, 8-9 hours and do as many sets of stairs on Crescent Road that I can to inspire other people, because I'll give $1 to charity if you come and do it with me. And it's one thing, it's awesome that people write checks for money. It's another thing to see thousands of people come to donate pain. It is literally my favorite day of the year. It is one of the most painful physical days, but it is literally the most joyful day because they inspire me to have people, come and do that with you. It's so amazing to just, when the world appears to be going to hell in a handbasket, if you watch the news all the time, to just have that, filling up of human beings are really amazing. They actually are full of kindness and compassion. And all we have to do is give them more invitations to be more who we are naturally. So for people to come in and share that joy with me, it's my favorite day of the year, for sure.